A man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister's, where I got this croissant, this grilled chicken sandwich, and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25. Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee.
Now, see, we hear about a lot of women say that they don't like coffee dates nowadays. Oh, they think it's cheap. Oh, it's just a cheap date. Well, you have surveys that said about a third of women admit to going on a date just for free food. They don't even like the guy. They don't have any romantic connection with him at all. They don't find him attractive. They're only going out on the date just because they want a free meal. That's the only reason why. So now men have adjusted. Men have adapted. Men are saying, fine, I will take you out on the first date, and this is just some initial conversation to see if we have any kind of chemistry. I'm gonna keep it light because I'm paying for it. You want me to pay for it? It's gonna be a coffee date. It might be an ice cream date. It might be a walk or something like that, because guys are getting wise about how they spend their money. They're not spending $300, $400, $500 on the first date, and even if it don't hurt their pockets, it's not about that. It's the fact that I don't know you. It does not cost hundreds of dollars to have a freaking conversation. You can do that at a much cheaper way to just have a conversation. So that's why guys are out here adjusting. But let's see what some of these comments got to say about this video. Oh, we got this comment. Oh my God. Oh, this brother says, we got ones and twos acting like this. Oh my God, that is diabolical. My man said we got ones and twos acting like this. Oh my God, that is such a gut punch. Oh my God, man. Now she's got a follow-up video to this whole coffee date thing. Let's see what else she got to say about this coffee date controversy.
Biggie had two baddies fighting over him and eating his like groceries. And for some reason, men seem to think that I can't find a man that's willing to take me for coffee. And I notice anytime that I post anything about dating, especially on this app, the number one comment that I get is because I'm fat and ugly, that I should be willing to settle for whatever a man is willing to offer me, right? And I always find that interesting because it almost feels like they have this assumption that any man who's trying to date me has never seen me before. And what I noticed from that comment section is a lot of people like coffee dates or ice cream dates or whatever the case may be, because it's low effort, low commitment, low risk, and for the men, it's cost effective, right? And a lot of people were trying to compare it to a job interview, right? And I think the part that they are skipping with the job interview is after you submit your resume in the application, if you are deemed worthy, what happens? You get the phone interview.
See, you're treating dating like a job interview. Men don't want to feel like we are being interviewed for a job. This is a relationship. It is not a job interview. See, this is why men are turning down dating women nowadays, because they feel like they're being interrogated. They feel like this is a job interview. They feel like they're just being put through the ringer with all these crazy serious questions up front. You know, they want to know what your credit score up front is. They want to know, what kind of business you gonna build in 5 years. They want to know, where do you want the kids to go to daycare later on now. That's what they want to see. And it's like, no, let's just have a casual conversation to see if we even like each other on a friendship level, to see if we can have just casual conversations. We'll get to the serious stuff later on later dates, but can we just have a casual conversation? And if it's this hard just to have a simple conversation with somebody, how hard is it going to be to try to even date to get to know somebody? But y'all, these comments that she's popping up, I'm not gonna lie, I am trying to hold back from laughing so hard at some of these guys that are just being diabolical to this lady with all the comments that she said. Y'all can go back and rewind and pause and read them if you want to, but I'm just skimming through. I'm like, oh my God. But man, let's be honest about yourself. You have to be honest about this. You need to lose some weight. We see it in your face. We don't have to see your whole body structure. We see it in your face. You look obese. I am fairly certain if you go to your doctor and they tell you, if you go get a physical done, they will tell you that you are unhealthy with your weight. You are, according to the BMI by the National Institute of Health, your BMI is likely over 30. You are obese if your BMI is over 30. That is not healthy. You should go lose some weight for yourself so you can be happy with what you look like in the mirror, because you got to see you every single day getting out the shower. If you don't like what you look like in the mirror, you think we gonna like what you look like butt naked getting out the shower? So you should do that. You should go lose some weight. You should go take care of your health and get back out here on the dating market and maybe see if you get some different results. See if some guys are actually wanting to take you out for dinner at a nice restaurant versus just getting some coffee or whatever. Maybe that will change the kind of men that you attract. If you decide to have a more healthy lifestyle, you could try going to the gym. You could try getting a personal trainer, nutritionist, something like that. But bottom line, man, you should be healthy for yourself first. And if you are healthy for yourself, not just physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, in all ways, you are who you attract. So if you are a healthy person inside and out, guess what? You are going to attract someone healthy inside and out. Nutritionist, personal trainer, therapy, that's what you need. Don't worry about some doggone coffee dates out here.
Interview. If the employer deems you worthy enough, then they will invest the resources to fly you out for an in-person job interview. And I feel like a lot of y'all are skipping that step. I feel like a lot of y'all will meet somebody on a dating app on a Wednesday, and by Thursday you are trying to go get coffee, which is why y'all want the low risk, low commitment, cost effective dates, because y'all are not taking the time to have the phone interview. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, my first time having a meaningful conversation with somebody is not going to be the first date.
So, see, lady, well, this is what you need to do. You need to have a conversation with someone and see if they actually like you. And if they want to do that in person, that's fine. Why do they want to see you in person versus having just a phone conversation? Because they want to know who they are talking to. You can see pictures online. You may see a Facebook profile or whatever, but is it really them? Because a lot of guys are getting catfished out here. You may see a woman, she look fine as hell, and then he may go on a coffee date and you show up and he's looking at the picture, looking at you, looking at the picture, looking at you. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. Is this the same person? Or when was this picture taken? Was this taken back in your high school days? Because this is like you from 2015. This 2025 is you. Is this you, the same you that's in the picture? They want to know what kind of woman they are dating. They're getting to know that they are talking to. That's the primary reason why they want to see you in person. You can chop it over the phone after the first date, after they've met you, after they've verified this is who I'm talking to. But if they don't like what they see up front, they're not going to want to talk to you over the phone anymore.
Now, in the video, I was at McAllister's and I got a croissant, broccoli cheddar soup, a grilled chicken sandwich, and a Dr. Pepper. So this person is asking that they have any salad bowls. And to that I say, I don't know. I went there for soup and a sandwich. Lady, you should be happy anyone is asking you on a date. And that's the problem. We got 5.
Oh my God. Coffee is never going to be enough for me. Yes, oh my God. These comments, they are just diabolical. Oh my God.
The men are up in arms because I had the audacity to turn down a coffee date. Let's read the things they left in my comment section together. Comment number 1, you did him a favor with a picture of a plus-size baddie. And the part that confuses me about this is...
Hold up. First of all, did she just call that picture behind her head a plus-size baddie? See, we got to stop this. We got to stop this whole plus size is thick and you know, it falls into the right places. No, if you are obese, that is not healthy. Men do not find obese women attractive. Most men don't. The only kind of guys that find obese women attractive are guys that don't have much going for themselves. That's usually what it is. Ladies, if you want to find a good man out here, if you want to find a man that's got a goal for themselves, either one, you need to get with that man very early and stay with him, or two, you need to make sure that you are at a healthy weight. And not just healthy in your body, healthy in your mental, healthy in your spirit, healthy financially, healthy in all ways, because you are who you attract. You want to find a good man out here, you first is start with your physical attractiveness. Because if men don't even find you physically attractive, he's not even going to walk up to you. But we got to stop calling women like that picture behind her talking about some thick baddie. Get out of here with all that.
Y'all mad because y'all don't meet the standards of the fat ugly girls, which means y'all never meet the standards of the baddies, and that's a you problem, not a me problem. Because if I wanted a baddie, I could go get one and keep her.
Huh? Huh? So, because guys can't meet the standards of an ugly woman, they'll never meet the standards of a baddie, and she could go get a baddie if she wanted to and keep her. Oh, okay. All right. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Just on that tidbit alone. Say what you think about that little tidbit in the comment section.
Now, y'all have 24 hours to wrap this up, because no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what you think, no matter how you feel, I am never going to accept a coffee date. And I don't know how many more ways I can make that clear. It's starting to make sense why the kids can't read, because neither can y'all. I am never going on a coffee date. That is it. You are never going to convince me to go on a coffee date. And what's baffling about all of this is the fact that y'all seem to think that I have to accept anything a man is offering to me, as if I can't go get what it is that I want. Y'all are so busy trying to tell me that I should accept the crumbs when I can afford the loaf. Y'all are so busy trying to tell me I need to bring 50 million things to the table when I've already bought the house. Like, just because you bring nothing, you have nothing to offer, and you are mediocre, does not mean that everyone else lives their life the same way.
The men that are trying to entertain her, the men are hollering at her, these are the mediocre men. These are men that have nothing to bring. These are the men that only can afford coffee dates. Is that what she's saying? So you're saying that there are men out there who are doing very well for themselves. There are men out there who are not mediocre. And are you attracting those kind of guys? Are those kind of guys trying to holler at you? Are those kind of guys trying to take you out on a date that requires reservations? Some place that you would need a dress for, wear some high heels or something like that. Are those kind of men actually coming up to you, stepping to you, sliding your DMs, trying to take you out on a date? Or maybe is it the only kind of men that are trying to talk to you are the kind of men that are of a lower tier, the kind of men that work at the post office? No disrespect to them, but you know what I mean. The kind of men that's working fries at McDonald's or something like that. Is that what she's talking about? Because again, it does not matter that you bought a house, ma'am. Congratulations. It does not matter that you are doing well in your career, your job, and you're making money. Congratulations. Cool. But the kind of man that would be attracted to you is more than likely a guy that is not at the same financial level as you, because the kind of man that he is attracted to so many other kinds of women. The kind of guys that have the level of success that you are talking about, that you are attracted to, so many other women want that man as well. And if you want to compete in this market, you got to do what it takes to compete with those other women. And you got to ask yourself, okay, I bring this to the table, I shouldn't have to bring that to the table. Okay, if a man has got you versus 10 other women in the lineup, he's going to look at you and compare you to all these other women that also find that same kind of guy attractive. And what makes you different than all these other women? You may not have children, but what else is there that will make you attractive to a man for that kind of level? And let's be honest, ma'am, it starts here. It starts here with your looks. Point blank, period, end of story. You can say what you want to say, but guys are not going to approach you, the kind of guys that you are looking for, if you don't meet the look. And it has nothing to do with her dark skin. It's got nothing to do with her height or whatever. I'm solely basing on this picture right here. Her face fresh face out the shower, because I don't see any makeup on her right now. I'm looking at her face right here. Ma'am, you look like an average woman. That is no disrespect. You're just an average looking woman. But you would probably look a lot better if you decided to be more healthy, live a more healthier lifestyle, not just for the guy, but for yourself first. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What do y'all think about this lady who refuses to go on a coffee date? She is 10 toes down. I will not go on a coffee date. What do y'all think about this lady? What do you think about some of the comments she's getting from the guys? What do you think she should do to make her life, her dating life better out here, so she can find the kind of guy that will actually take her out for dinner? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.